In one of the final episodes of the popular TV show The Good Place, a group of friends finally make it somewhere they've been trying to get to for 4 seasons. There, at a party, one of the characters spots his idol from across the room.
Are you Hypatia of Alexandria?
Yep. How's it hanging?
It's hanging really well. I gotta say, I was expecting you to be still, ancient Greek.
Oh, well, no, we sort of stay current in this place.
In this scene, Hypatia is played by actress Lisa Kudrow, Phoebe from Friends. And she's decked out in a Jacksonville Jaguars jersey with Hypatia spelled in big white letters on her back. Spoiler alert, she is apparently the only famous philosopher to make it into this so-called heaven. Plato, slavery. Socrates, too annoying, a loud chewer.
Also, is it Hypatia or Hypatia, or in the ancient Greek, Hypatia? There's a lot of fun debate about this.
You know what? Just call me Patty.
Hypatia was a really extraordinary woman.
That's Alex Petkus, a former classics professor and current podcast host.
She didn't just teach philosophy. She didn't just teach people math and astronomy, which were part of philosophy at the time, but she actually managed to get into a position of leadership in her city, which is one of the great cities of the ancient world, Alexandria, which is in Egypt.
When Hypatia was born in the middle of the 4th century, Alexandria was the 2nd largest city in the world after Rome. It was bustling and diverse.
You have Jews and Christians and pagans and Scythians and Egyptians and Romans and big business interests and organized crime.
Hypatia got into teaching and philosophy through her father, a mathematician and philosopher named Theon. She apprenticed alongside him as he was teaching his students Euclid's theories of geometry. And at some point, Hypatia's dad decided those current textbooks weren't good enough.
Theon said, I'm going to make a new edition of Euclid. And he brings in Hypatia to help him draw the diagrams. And when they finish the work, she gets to put her name on it. So they co-authored this.
She eventually takes over the school and begins teaching students herself. But it turns out there aren't many other documents or texts by Hypatia that still exist. Scholars like Petkus have to reconstruct a lot of her life from her students' writings and letters.
I did a lot of research on one student in particular, a guy named Synesius of Cyrene.
Synesius also shows up on the Hollywood screen, where he has a minor part in the 2009 movie about Hypatia, Agora.
What mysterious wonder do you all think might be lurking beneath the earth that would make every single person and animal and object and slave settle there? Synesius?
Their weightiness.
In this scene, Synesius is in a classroom where Hypatia is teaching a room full of men of all different religions. Synesius is Christian, Hypatia is pagan. Outside the classroom walls, the religious battle between the two groups is violently heating up. But under Hypatia's lectures, it seems to be cast aside.
Synesius, what is Euclid's first rule?
If 2 things are equal to a 3rd thing, then they are all equal to each other.
Good. Now, are you both not similar to me?
Yes.
And you, Orestes?
Yes.
Now, I am actually saying this to everybody here in this room. More things unite us than divide us.
Near the time of her death, Hypatia was an intimate advisor to the Roman governor Orestes, and religious tensions were at an all-time high.
The Roman governor has this job of how do I calm the seas? And we don't know exactly what sort of things she said to him, but the fact that she was there saying them, it comes out clearly from our sources, both on what her life was like and also why she kind of became a threat to the bishop and why she had to go.
Hypatia didn't want violence, neither did Orestes. But the new Christian bishop Cyril wanted to stir things up.
You start to look around if you're a kind of average Christian citizen of Alexandria, and you're like, oh, there's a witch.
Petkus says the bishop didn't call a hit, but his supporters thought he'd be happy about it. Her murder was brutal.
She gets pulled from her carriage in the street as she's on her way home one day by supporters of Cyril. And this just was shock and horror throughout the Christian world. That's not how we do business. And yet it's kind of gone down to their shame ever since.
After her death, it's said that Alexandria wasn't the same. but Hypatia's legacy as an influential woman who questioned everything has lasted for more than a millennium.
I believe in philosophy.
For Philosophy Talk, I'm Angela Johnston.